Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WD Broadcasting Network. Tonight we are with the Leave the Pack Late Model Series once again here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. These drivers finishing up their practice right now. Getting their final adjustments finished up and completed. We've got 24 cars on the property here tonight. We're only going to be taking 16 from qualifying. So qualifying will be a very intense show when we get things all ready to go. We've got about 3 minutes left here in the practice session. We'll go trackside and see who all is on the racetrack. Group of cars right here. Chris Smith, Zach Murphy. There's a little trouble right there. Trying to get timing and scoring up for you guys so you can see what I am able to see behind the scenes. Anyways, 24 cars. Justin Brooks, your points leader, currently sitting at the top of the standings, 167 points ahead of second place. Brandon Elvis in the second spot in the 54. Brian Voss sitting third in the 55. For some reason, timing and scoring still not wanting to cooperate. But this is going to be an exciting night. We've got about a minute left in the practice session. Hopefully the overlays load before the race goes up. Right now we are preparing for 100 laps of action here in the Leave the Pack Late Model Division. Race number 9 of the season. Last time we saw these guys, it was at the Southern National Motorsports Park. Justin Brooks was able to pick up the victory there. His 6th win of the season. He's been on a tear into the Late Model Series in that 33 machine. Quick time in practice here tonight as we begin our qualifying efforts. As qualifying begins, the drivers make their way to the track. First driver on the speedway is the number 1 machine of Austin Godfrey. The WD Broadcasting Network 47 Speed Shop number 1. Godfrey calls Kokomo, Indiana home. Up and out of turns 3 and 4. Lap number 1 for Godfrey. Going to be a 14:44. Gene Garrett in the 21. 14:42, his first lap time, a little bit quicker than the 1 machine of Austin Godfrey. And there is timing and scoring. You guys can see what I see now. Brandon Elvis in the 54, quick time. Right now, his second lap, working his final lap right now, lap 3 for Brandon Elvis. Ryan Voss, quick time with a 14:32. Final lap around for Brandon Elvis. A little bit quicker, a 14:31. He'll jump to the top spot. And now the man who has been nearly untouchable in qualifying, Justin Brooks. Brooks working his final lap right here in the 33 machine. Up and out of the corner, across the stripe. And he'll go to the top of the board, a 14:24. Justin Brooks going to the top of the board here at Hickory. He will have to start from the rear here later tonight, as he's won the last 2 races and leave the pack. But now it's time to check in on our transfer spot battle. Carter Hollingsworth right now in the 18th spot. Into the number 28. Jumps up to the 4th spot of 14:34, and he's into the show. Mark Keedeman in the 2 machine, 21st quick right now. Not in the show, and he's done with his qualifying runs. On screen right here is Jeremiah Woods. He just punched his ticket into the A-main. In the 14th spot, Zach Murphy up into the 7th spot. The battle is so close. We only have one more driver to take time, so it looks like Jeremiah Woods will be able to complete or to make his way into tonight's A feature. Zane Bierman on the 55 machine going to complete his run right there. Checkered flag for Bierman. Bierman in the 21st spot right now. Chris Smith completes his qualifying runs. Scored in the 7th position right now with a 14:36. What happened, though, to Mark Keedeman in the number 2 machine? We'll look at his qualifying laps here. Here is lap 1 for Mark. We'll watch him down into turns 1 and 2. 23rd quick, though, for the 2 machine. Looks like he got a little bit tight up off the corner right there. See about his 2nd lap. Backed her down right there. But a strange miss there for the 2 machine in qualifying. And he'll be going to tonight's last chance qualifier. We've got a minute left here in qualifying. Justin Brooks, your pole sitter right now. He will be starting from the rear. Let's see if we can't grab a word from Mr. Brooks in the 33 machine. Justin Brooks up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Alrighty, well, for the 8th time this season, you pick up the pole in the late model stock division. What can you do here tonight, starting from the rear, to pick up another victory in the late models?
Keep my nose clean first and foremost as I'm starting in the back. Don't get into other people's mess. Get good restarts if I do get near the front. Mainly, like I said, it's just going to be keeping my car clean and not getting dumped by anybody else or dumping somebody I'm not used to racing around. I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing. So it's going to be like a thing of patience and knowing when to go for the position at the right moment.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big patience deal here tonight, starting from the back of 18 cars. 100 laps, though. You got a lot of speed in the 33 machine. Hopefully we can talk to you later on, but good luck to you in 100 laps here tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's a tough track to pass that, so I don't expect to make like a fast I'm going to try to be slow and methodical with it, but be there at the end if I can.
Yes, sir. Sounds like you've got a good game plan. Hopefully we can talk to you later on. Good luck, Justin.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, that was your fast qualifier here tonight, Justin Brooks. And now we'll look at our qualifying results. Actually, we'll take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's B feature. We've got 9 cars here tonight fighting for 2 positions. The top 2 going to transfer into the A main later on tonight. But starting on the pole is the number 98 machine of Caden Binkley. To his outside, it'll be the number 5 of Logan Drumheller. Back to his, or to their back bumpers, it's going to be the number 3 of Brady Cox. Next to Clint Walker in the 0-2. Zane Bierman in the 55 going to roll off from the 5th spot. Then Justin Stoyanovsky in the number 19 will roll off 6th. Mark Keedeman in the number 2 will roll off 7th. Next to Scott Bryant in the number 83 in the 8th spot. And rounding out your field out back is the number 9 of Brandon Kelly. As the field works their way into turns 3 and 4. The green flag is up, the green flag is out. We're underway here at Hickory. Down into turns 1 and 2. Caden Binkley leads the field through the first set of corners. Here comes Brady Cox to the inside for a second, trying to take over that second transfer position. Logan Drumheller, who started up on the outside of row number 2, gets down in front of Zane Bierman, and around goes Bierman in the 55. Scott Bryant, Justin Stoyanovsky also involved. And the caution flag flies here early at the Hickory Motor Speedway. See if we can't get a look at what happened here. Here we go. We'll get a better look at it right here with the 55 of Zane Bierman. We watched Logan Drumheller try to come down the racetrack, and there was just barely any room. Bierman in the 55 got into the back bumper of Drumheller in the number 5. And around they went. That puts us under yellow for the first time here tonight. As they come around to see the 1 to go signal. We'll get them back. Green flag racing. We are 4 laps in. Out of our 15 here in tonight's B feature. Caden Binkley currently sitting on the pole. Binkley coming into tonight 20th in the point standings in the late model stocks. As he goes through the restart zone, we're back underway. 10 laps to go in tonight's B feature. Down the back straightaway. He's got no pressure from behind as of right now. Look at Mark Keedeman, though, in the number 2 machine. He wants to work his way forward. Down into turns 1 and 2, looking to the inside of Logan Drumheller in the number 5. He's got 8 laps to get to that second spot. Can he do it? This time, or 8 laps to go, sorry, for Caden. Apologies about that there, folks. For some reason or other, having trouble with OBS.
think I watched Josh 3 or 4 times before I ran the car. He killed them every race, and it was like stout fields, like good cars, big races, and I mean, he was unbeatable. And I was like, oh man, this is, like, I'm nervous. I was so nervous getting into the car full time this year after watching Josh win 3 or 4 races straight. These cars, they have a lot of horsepower now. They have over 500, and I think 5 years ago they didn't have 450. They're gonna be a handful to drive, but just don't overdrive them. Let the car do the work.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here on the WD Broadcasting Network. I apologize about that. I was in the middle of commentating the B feature, and for some reason, I was disconnected from the iRacing session. But we're back, and we will get the results pulled up from the B feature here on screen, so you guys can see how that race ended up while I was away. Brady Cox ended up getting the checkered flag. Caden Binkley came home second with the final transfer position. Your cars that were unable to transfer through: Mark Keteman, Logan Drumheller, Zane Bierman, Clint Walker, Justin Stoyanovsky, Scott Bryant, and Brandon Kelly not able to make it into tonight's A feature. But right now, the warm-up session underway. We look at tonight's race info at Hickory Motor Speedway, 3/8 mile track in North Carolina. Track temp tonight, 77 degrees, a little bit cooler than what we saw last night in the Lead the Pack Modified Division at the Lakeland Speedway. As the checkered flag waves on the warm-up session, and the drivers begin to jump on to the starting grid, we'll look at tonight's starting lineup as Justin Brooks in the number 33 machine, your fast qualifier here tonight, will be starting from the rear. Justin Brooks in the number 33 machine, going to be starting from the rear here tonight. But right now, provisional pole for the 33, so he'll line up on the bottom of row number 1. Then it'll be Brandon Elvis to his outside in the number 54. Brian Voss in the number 55, going to roll off from the 3rd spot. Then it will be Zach Murphy in the 29, starting 4th. Carter Hollingsworth in the number 28 machine, going to roll off from the 5th spot here tonight. Then Easton Swain in the number 33 will start from the 6th position. Chris Smith in the number 80 car will roll off from the 7th spot. Then it will be Austin Godfrey on the outside of row number 4, starting 8th in the 1. Jesse Binkley will start on the inside of row number 5. Next to James Pileski in the number 93. Back behind them, it'll be Brian Gravel in the number 22, starting 11th. And on his outside, it will be Adam Fulford in the number 71. Gene Garrett in the number 21 machine will roll off from the 13th spot. And Jeremiah Woods Jr. will start 14th in the triple twos. Caleb Thompson will start 15th in the 04 machine. Then it's Trey Ashworth in the number 8, starting 16th on the outside row. And rounding out your field out back, your 2 transfers from tonight's B feature, Brady Cox and Caden Binkley. There are 18 starters here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway. As they work their way down into turns 3 and 4, it's going to be in the hands of Brian Voss and Brandon Elvis. As the green is up, the green is out. We're underway here at Hickory. Down into turns 1 and 2, a couple drivers looking to go 3 wide early on out back. Gene Garrett to the inside of Brian Gravel, wasting no time there in the 21. Oh, there's contact. Gravel up the racetrack. Godfrey up the racetrack as well. As everybody shuffles to get into line. Battle up front, though, for your top spot. Brandon Elvis, Brian Voss side by side through turns 3 and 4. Elvis will lead at the line right there. Battle for the third spot. Zach Murphy underneath Chris Smith. Everybody shuffling around right here. You see how close everybody is in a bunch through turns 3 and 4. The 21 machine up 7 positions from his starting spot, and the caution flag is out. Jesse Binkley around in turns 1 and 2. Austin Godfrey around on the exit as well. And Binkley brings that car to rest on the back straightaway. Not sure what happened there, but around went Jesse Binkley. So we'll see if we can't get a view of what happened here. Down into turns 1 and 2. Looked like Gene Garrett in the 21 machine might have gotten in there a little bit too hot. Got into the left rear of Jesse Binkley there. Down into turns 1 and 2. Get one more look at this. And you see the contact on the left side of your screen. 21 machine definitely into the back bumper of Binkley. See if we can't go on board with the 21 of Gene Garrett. Yeah, down into the corner, the 21 just got in a little bit too hot, and to the back he goes. After the contact right there. Binkley with a little bit of damage on the rear. But it looks like he'll be able to continue. Garrett with some damage on the front end. He was up 7 positions from his starting spot, I should say, back in the 13th spot. He was knocking on the door of the top 5. But he will be shuffled to the back after that one.
We're not going green. Not going green.
As the field gets the 1 to go signal. We are going to send him green this time by Brandon Elvis, your race leader, electing to take the outside lane. He's into the restart box. We're back underway. Brandon Elvis gets a good jump there on the outside lane. Good start for the 54. He'll be out to a lead down the back straightaway. Zach Murphy and Chris Smith battling for the 3rd spot once again. Everybody close door to door through turns 3 and 4. And oh, trouble into turns 1 and 2. Around goes Trey Ashworth and around goes Justin Brooks. The caution flag flies for the 2nd time here tonight. We'll watch one more time to see what happened. Looked like Brian Gravel just got into the back bumper of the 04 of Caleb Thompson, and there was nowhere for anybody else to go. And around went the field. Brian Gravel in the 22 machine, bringing that car down pit road after that one. As we are under caution for a 2nd time, we'll look at that one more time to see what exactly happened, if we can get a better view. Down into turns 1 and 2. You watch Brian Gravel and Caleb Thompson right there, the contact. And you see Trey Ashworth, Justin Brooks, nowhere to go at all. And the number 33 in the 8 machine, Jeremiah Woods Jr., nowhere to go as well. Around they go. Justin Brooks up in the air right there. Luckily, doesn't look like there's too much damage on that race car. But I believe he is down pit road. Yeah, and Justin Brooks down pit road. Gonna lose a couple laps here on pit road.
Green, green, green.
As the field works their way through turns 3 and 4, we're back underway. We were watching Justin Brooks on pit road, and the field decided to go green out of turns 3 and 4. Single file start here this time around. try and get some green flag laps in here. We watch him down into turns 1 and 2. Justin Brooks in the 33, going to try to stay on 1 lap down so he can get that lucky dog if we get another caution flag here soon. Right now he's a couple seconds out in front of Brandon Elvis, your race leader right now. Watching the battle right there. Top 5 very close into turns 1 and 2. As everybody's really starting to get settled in now, you see everybody single file down into turns 3 and 4. And as I say that, the inside of Zach Murphy. Murphy holding the 80 machine tight on the bottom. It looks like Murphy's going to be able to clear Chris Smith. Not quite ready to go just yet. Smith still looking to the bottom in the number 80. Your top 5 all right there in a bunch. You look at James Pileski in the 93 machine. He would love a good run here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. He's not had the best of luck in the past couple weeks in the late model stock division. Last week finished 13th. The week before that at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway was not able to make the show. As the caution flag flies, James Pileski around in the 93. It happened while I was looking away, and Pileski is around. We'll watch and see what happened one more time. Looked like there was contact right there, and there was nowhere for James Pileski to go. Into the back bumper of Chris Smith. Logan Drumheller with a big hit right there in the rear bumper. And the caution flag is back out. Take a look on board with the number 80 of Chris Smith. See the contact. He tried to lift for Zach Murphy right there, and there was nowhere for James Pileski to go. And Logan Drumheller got a big chunk of that as he came through the back. And watch the number 5 machine. So watch him, you see down the back straightaway Smith wrecking and absolutely lifted off the ground by the number 21 of Gene Garrett. And that brings out the caution flag for the 3rd time here tonight. Brandon Elvis, your race leader, has 1 victory this season. One of 3 drivers to win. Brandon Elvis has 1 win back at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Then it was Carter Russo winning at IRP. But other than that, it has been entirely Justin Brooks. And that is why the championship standings look the way they do. We'll get them up on screen for you guys.
Green, green, green.
Justin Brooks, your leader in the 33, a huge margin. So we are back underway here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Brady Cox to the inside of Caleb Thompson into turns 1 and 2. Trying to take over the 5th spot. Easton Swain running in the 4th position right now in the 33. He's trying to find a way to win. So we watch the battle for the 5th spot. We're 30 laps in this time around. It'll be 70 to go this time. The front fork starting to get a little bit of breathing. Trying to find a way around Caleb Thompson. Looks like he will do it in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Austin Godfrey to the bottom. Godfrey down low in the number 1 machine. Let's see how tight these cars are here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Out of turns 3 and 4 right there, the one kind of pushed up a little bit, was not able to get the power down and clear the 0-4 of Caleb Thompson. A big moment there for one. Held on to that race car, but he'll be up the racetrack. Caleb Thompson, Adam Fulford battling now. But Godfrey with a heck of a save out of turns 3 and 4. He was all kinds of sideways. But luckily, he was able to hang on to that race car. So we're 35 laps in. Brandon Elvis out front, continuing to show the way. He's got Ryan Voss right there back behind. Voss in the 55. Still looking for that first victory here in the Lead the Pack iRacing League, but he's been close a couple times. He's got a couple second place finishes this season, including last week at the Southern National Motorsports Park. So Voss has really had the momentum tuned up recently. A second place finish back at his home track, the Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll see what he can do with this event as we are 38 laps in. Your field pretty much single file. A couple drivers looking for room to gain positions, but right now Brandon Elvis showing the ways. Elvis would really love to pick up another victory here in the late model stock division, because that would put him one win closer to being the winningest driver in Lead the Pack iRacing League once again. Him and Mark Keeman have been going back and forth for that title, and right now Keeman leads by just one victory. Through turns 3 and 4. Elvis ticks off another lap. As Chris Smith and Jesse Binkley battle back behind. This is for the 14th spot. Justin Brooks has caught this field right here. So Lee Brooks is back on the lead lap in the 33. Trying to work his way back through this field. Right now he is behind Chris Smith in the 80, in the 15th spot. It would take a heck of a charge for that 33 machine to find his way back to the front, but Brooks has been fast all season long. And it's been shown all throughout the season that 33 machine has 6 wins on the season. And in those throughout those 6 wins, he has led 553 laps. So that 33 knows his way to the front of the racetrack. So we can do is we are just shy of halfway. Brady Cox in the 76, creeping up to Easton Swain in the 33 machine. Swain currently sitting in the 4th spot. He's got one Lead the Pack iRacing League victory back at the Kern County Raceway Park, the opening race for the Street Stock Showdown in Season 2. Back behind them, Austin Godfrey in the 1. Trying to work his way forward. And it's quite a ways back to Caden Binkley, who's got Caleb Thompson all over his back bumper. Thompson right there on his back bumper. Caden Binkley in the 98, in the 7th spot right now. Thompson trying to find a way around. Very tough to do here at the Hickory Motor Speedway, especially without getting into the guy in front of you. Passing can be very tough. You see Thompson peek to the inside up off the corner, but just not enough turn in that car out of the corner to get it rotated up off as we look up front. Battle for the race lead here. So you look at your top three. Zach Murphy a little bit quicker in the 29. He's starting to reel in your top two competitors. Make this a three-car battle for the lead. So we are past the halfway point in this one. Laps are starting to click away quickly here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. 14-second lap times, or 14.9s, I should say, but just about 15 seconds, and put that together, goes away pretty quickly here. So we look at our field on the left side of our screen. We've still got 17 cars on the lead lap. It allowed 4 transfers from the last chance race here tonight, so we did get to see an extra 2 competitors. Although I don't believe Mark Keedeman made the call. Carter Hollingsworth also not able to make the call here in tonight's feature event. Look out back. James Pileski and Trey Ashworth battling for the 13th spot right now. Justin Brooks right there as well. 3 cars fighting for that position. So we've got 40 laps to go here at Hickory. Ashworth up the track. He'll lose several spots back to the 15th spot. And oh, he is sideways there into the inside wall. Able to get that car back going, but a big moment there for the 8 machine. And he'll lose a ton of ground as, oh, Logan Drumheller in front of him.
Yellow flag is out.
Spins the number 5 machine around, and we are under yellow for the 4th time here tonight. We saw it right there as Trey Ashworth was around, or was almost around on the backstretch right here. There's the 8 car. And then you see the 5 machine of Logan Drumheller go by. We'll watch this on board with Trey Ashworth. Looked like just too much up into the marbles. And around went the 5. Recently, iRacing added an update where the rubber buildup is similar to real life, where the rubber will come off of the tires and get thrown up to the top of the track. You can really see it when we look down at the camera down into turns 1 and 2. Look at where James Pileski's running right there. That rubber gets kicked up on the top of the track. You see it sliding right there. You can definitely feel the difference when you're on the track. You saw Logan Drumheller get spun around right there in the 5 machine. He got up into the loose marbles and lost grip in the 5, and around he went. Trey Ashworth in the 5, bringing her down pit road here. I believe he might be calling it a night there in the number 8. So we go back live. Under caution for the 4th time here this evening. We get the 1 to go signal there from race control. The lights drop on the iRacing.com pace car. And we double up and get ready to send them back green as Brandon Elvis and Brian Boss lead us into turns 3 and 4 through the restart zone. We're back underway. Down into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Elvis gets a good run on the bottom side. And down the backstretch, he'll be clear for the race lead. Into turns 3 and 4. Bumper to bumper. Oh, there's contact there. A stack up on the exit of the corner. Everybody able to make it through. Zach Murphy in the 29 battling with Easton Swain for the 3rd spot. Swain on the outside fighting for position right there. Trying to hold that spot. As Austin Godfrey in the number 1 trying to work his way into the top 5 on the outside of Brady Cox. 2 cars, 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. as these guys continue to battle. Oh, Gene Garrett, big time trouble right there in the 21 machine, and around goes Gene Garrett. James Pileski also around in the 93. Justin Brooks down in the grass right there as well. But what happened to the number 21 of Gene Garrett? Looked like Caden Binkley kind of moved him up the racetrack a little bit, got him into the outside wall. And around went Garrett. There was nothing he could do. Got slammed up into the wall. And James Pileski had nowhere to go in the 93. Go on board with Pileski. See what he saw right here. See the bump from the 21. And there was nothing he could do. Chris Smith in the 80 able to hang on the bottom side, drifting that car through the center. We'll try to get one more look at that from the drone camera here. He's up off the corner. Looked like Binkley in 98. Yeah, just put the 21 in the wall. And under caution for the 5th time here tonight. Approaching the 25 lap to go mark. We are getting down to the wire here in this one. Brandon Elvis trying to pick up his 2nd victory of this season. He's led from the get-go, but Brian Voss has been right there on his back bumper. Now Easton Swain going to be rolling off from the 3rd spot back behind. The field works their way down the back straightaway. We still have 15 cars on the lead lap. And Brandon Elvis, Brian Voss lead us into the restart zone and lead us back to the green as we are back underway. Down into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Elvis gets the early lead as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Zach Murphy on the top side trying to take back the 3rd spot. Battling with Easton Swain there as we get back to 25 laps to go. Austin Godfrey and Brady Cox continue to battle for that 5th spot. Godfrey on the outside, Cox down low. And Hickory, a track where you can really run the outside lane and pinch that car down, but after a while you really start to lose grip. As you see the one machine starting to lose a little bit here as Brady Cox starts to peek ahead. Down the back straightaway they go. You can see your whole field right there. Everybody bunched up, all in a line down the back straightaway, trying to move forward. We've got 22 to go. Here comes Brady Cox to the inside of Easton Swain for the 4th position. Swain up top. Cox down low. Austin Godfrey right there as well. Waiting in the wings, trying to find a way around. This time by up front, it'll be 20 laps to go for Brandon Elvis. 20 to go this time by. Door banging out back. Chris Smith and James Pileski making some contact. Justin Brooks gets it in there 3 wide. Smith up the racetrack. There was contact there with the 80 machine. And oh, around goes Chris Smith and Caden Binkley. That was a mess right there going into 1 and 2. A bunch of cars door banging off of each other. And around goes the 25 of Jesse Binkley. Saw the contact right there in front of him. But what happened down the end of the corner? Binkley in the 25 ended up around after that one. The 98 of Caden Binkley got into Chris Smith there and the number 80 machine. So we are under caution for the 6th time here tonight. The most caution flags we've had in a late model stock race in quite some time. Actually, take that back. Last week we had 7. It's been an up and down here for the late model stock division. Justin Brooks has led so many laps this season. It's been his show, but tonight it is not the 33 machine show. Currently in the 11th spot, so I don't want to count him out just yet. But it's looking like we will have a different winner here tonight. But will it be a new winner this season? That we will still have to wait to find out. As we've got 15 laps to go. We'll be sending them back green to 14 to go right here as the pace car drops to the bottom side. Through the restart zone once again, we're back underway. 14 laps to go here at the Hickory Motors Speedway. Into turns 1 and 2, Brian Voss gets a good run on the back straightaway. He's there on the outside. Brandon Elvis trying to squeeze him up the best that he can. Looks like Elvis will be clear across the line that time. Here comes Zach Murphy fighting for the 2nd spot. Voss will shut the door on Zach Murphy. Here comes Easton Swain trying to take back the 4th position underneath Brady Cox. And oh, there's contact there. Swain down low. Adam Fulford down on the apron there in the 71. Chris Smith not happy with Justin Brooks in the 80 machine. Brooks back a couple positions there. And the tempers are really starting to flare here at the Hickory Motors Speedway. A couple drivers not happy with 11 laps to go. Make it 10 to go for Brandon Elvis. 10 laps to go for Brandon Elvis, trying to pick up his 2nd victory of the season. Caleb Thompson and Jeremiah Woods right there battling for the 8th spot. So here comes Brady Cox trying to punch his ticket down to the podium with 9 laps to go. Cox to the inside of Murphy. Looks like he'll be able to just about clear him for the spot and give the 3rd position to Zach Murphy, or Austin, Brady Cox into turns 3 and 4, but Murphy back to the bottom. And oh, around goes Zach Murphy in the 29. Not sure what happened there. There was maybe contact off the corner, but Murphy in the 29 goes around in a tough break for the guy who's been running so well recently. We'll see what happened. It looked like the 29 just maybe got up a little bit too hot through the center of the corner, into the door of the 76 right there. And around he went on the exit of the corner. Tough break for the 29 of Murphy. Was running inside of the top 3 for the majority of this race. And he will be moved back to the 15th spot here with 5 laps to go. As Brandon Elvis, your race leader, has been lights out on the restarts so far this race. We'll see if he's got one more good restart in him here. So we've got 5 laps to go. Elvis trying to pick up win number 2 in the Leave the Pack Late Model Series. In the inaugural season for him. Going to be exciting next season. We'll have a full field of cars, and with the car counts that we've been getting, hopefully we can get some of these guys full-time, and we can have a really competitive battle for that top spot in points. As Elvis comes around to get the 1 to go signal, we'll be sending him back green to a green-white checkered finish here. These guys given 2 attempts at the green-white checkered. Hopefully we can get it done in 1. But they'll double up behind the IREC.com pace car. And we'll be sending them back green here with 2 laps to go. It all boils down to this. Does Brian Voss have anything left in the tank in the 55, or will it be Brandon Elvis We'll find out. 2 to go. We're back underway. Into turns 1 and 2. Brian Voss trying to get a lane up there in the 55, but Brandon Elvis able to pull away in the 54 machine. White flag is out one more time around here at Hickory. Into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Elvis has a couple car lengths cushion. Trouble back behind. Is into turns 3 and 4. Brandon Elvis is going to win at Hickory. Close run there for a second. Brady Cox comes home third to Brian Voss in second. And a lot happened there on that final lap. Not sure what happened, but I saw Austin Godfrey get tagged. We'll watch what happened to him on that final lap. Looked like just nowhere for anybody to go. Jeremiah Woods Jr. up and over. Luckily back on all 4 wheels. He was able to finish in the 12th spot. But a big mess there down the back straightaway. And Brandon Elvis parks the 54 machine in victory lane. We're going to take a quick step away here, folks, before we grab a word from our top 3 finishers. But we'll be right back to wrap things up here in just one moment. Be right back on the WD Broadcasting Network. Alrighty, folks, we're back here on the WD Broadcasting Network. Going to grab a word from our top 3 finishers. We'll get our finishing results up on screen for you. And grab a word from our top 3 finishers, starting with our 3rd place finisher here tonight, winner of the B feature earlier on. Up into the broadcast booth, Brady Cox, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, won the B feature earlier on this evening, up 14 spots into the 3rd position at the end of it. How do you feel after 100 laps at Hickory?
I'm just happy that I made the feature, let alone finish in the top 10. Finishing 3rd is a win for me, to be honest. I've been struggling the last few weeks, so to finally finish the race and especially get 3rd, it's definitely a feel-good moment.
Yeah, it's definitely got to feel good. The competition very fierce here in the Leave the Pack late model division, and you look at the names that finished back behind you. There was quite a few competitors there in the top 5 in the point standing. So a good night for the 76 machine. Who do you have to thank for a 3rd place finish?
I got to thank my buddy Justin. He unfortunately didn't make the feature, but he was watching me the whole time. My dad for watching, you for hosting this and streaming for everyone to see. And Easton and Brian, we were having good races, so got to thank them. And I feel bad for Zach, the contact at the end, but yeah, that was a good race. I want to thank those people.
Yes, sir. Good to see you back up on the podium here, Brady. Congratulations to you on a 3rd place run here tonight at Hickory, and we wish you luck throughout the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks, that was your 3rd place finisher, Brady Cox. And now to talk to our 2nd place finisher, Brian Voss. Brian Voss up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Winston, got you, man.
Alrighty, well, second place here tonight for the second week in a row. So close once again here in the Leave the Pack late model division. How do you feel after another second place run here at Hickory?
Man, it's like a broken record. Like last time you were broadcasting, we had a season going on. It seems like the same deal here. We just, like I say it every week. It's just that track time. The more I keep doing this, like I just start picking up some speed here. But yeah, it feels good. Good to run up there and stay out of trouble. That's the main thing. We've had some horrendous luck this season. So being up front, track position means everything for sure. Think I may have had something for Brandon on that long run. I don't know how hard he was going. I know I wasn't going hard. That would have been. I would like to see that one play out. But nonetheless, congrats to him. It's a good win for ECR.
Yeah, definitely a good run for the two of you guys there. 1-2 for Team Elvis Coleman Racing. But yeah, another good run for the 55 machine. That's three second place finishes this season. 2 to Brandon Elvis. So one of these days that 55 machine is going to get into victory lane, and we've got a couple more races left this season. How are you feeling going into these final couple races with quite a bit of momentum pushing that 55?
Man, they kept us out the top spot so many weeks now. I'm actually thinking about checking into 8A. We ain't had no beer money for the crew all season, so it's it's a dry county down here in Myrtle Beach now on my side. But yeah, we just got to keep the mojo going here. I think just like I say, just keep logging laps. Just definitely doing this each week with these guys. They're all great. Getting better on that racecraft and iRacing. And that's really all it boils down to. Just logging laps and getting some fast times, have track position, save the tires, and be there at the end.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff we usually hear. It's just a matter of execution, and a big thing in there too is luck. Luck has been a huge factor here in the Leave the Pack iRacing League. I'm glad that the luck's starting to shift around for you here, Brian. Who do you have to thank for a second place run at Hickory?
You're right, man, on the luck. But I was gonna say, there's so many times I get so frustrated with some of the guys and how they race, and I want to blame you. But it's all in good fun, I guess, at the end of the day. But I want to toot my horn like I've done this in real life before. But it's all good. It's a lot of fun. Definitely thank Brandon, Justin, Chris, all the guys at ECR. They brought me on a couple weeks ago, and the first race was pretty bad, but we've had some success here lately, so that's always a good thing. Thank you for the Leave the Pack deal for everything you do. WD Broadcasting is phenomenal to go back and watch. Do a great job. My buddy Jay and Scott on Tap Dispense Services, Sugar Moss Cakes and Confections, Florence Motor Speedway, Rain Total Body Fuel, fueled by Middle Light, of course.
Alrighty, Brian. Well, congratulations to you on a second place run here tonight. We wish you luck next week at, I believe, Stafford or Wilkesboro. Let me see and fact check myself. It's Wilkesboro. All right. We wish you luck next week at Wilkesboro.
All right, Winston, appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, that was your second place finisher, Brian Voss. And now to talk to the man of the hour once again for the 10th time in his Leave the Pack iRacing League career, Brandon Elvis, your feature winner. You get a copy.
Hey, buddy.
Alrighty, well, winner here tonight in the Leave the Pack late model division, your second victory of the season. The first driver to beat Justin Brooks in quite some time. Last one was, well, when you did it back at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. So there's been 3 winners this season. You're one of them. That's pretty good pat on the back.
Yeah, man. It's whenever you get Brooks in the back and traffic, especially at a track like Hickory, it's you could be a hero, but it takes a lot to really luck's got to be on your side to get through the field. So I knew if we just set out front and set a pace, I think we was going to be all right. I knew I got a lot of respect for Brian. I knew he was going to race me clean there. So yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a good run for the two of you there. Very close. He did not let you get out too far in that long green flag run. He was breathing down your neck the whole time, but you were able to hold him off, get your 10th victory. You and Keatyman are now tied once again for most wins and Leave the Pack. What can you do in the next 2 races tomorrow night to try and, one-up him here?
Well, win for starters. No, I don't know. I think I'm not that good at Lakeland, so we'll see how it goes. They've really been a good hold of that track, so I don't know. Probably just savor this one, call it good for the week, and just try to do our best tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely going to be a change of pace, Hickory to USA, 2 drastically different racetracks, but you're a pretty good race car driver on iRacing. You'll be able to figure it out, I'm sure. And we'll see you up near the top of the standings, but a great run for the 54 machine here tonight. Who do you have to thank for another win in the late model division?
Yeah, first off, my wife for let me do this, 3 or 4 nights a week. Mom, Dad, Chestnut Hill Restaurant for being a great supporter, Mr. Chris Lee, Burials Performance and Fab, Coastal Performance, Coleman Design. Shout out to my team, ECR. Chris had a tough go at it tonight, but we went 1-2, so that's good. Coleman couldn't race with us, but shout out to him for Coleman Design for these great paint schemes, and WD Broadcasting Network and LTP Racing League.
Alrighty, Brandon. Well, congratulations. Let me try that again. Congratulations to you on another victory here in the late model division, and we wish you luck throughout the rest of the week and next week at Wilkesboro.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, folks. That was Brandon Elvis, your winner here tonight, and look at your feature results on screen. We'll go through our top 20 finishers here. Brandon Elvis, your winner. Brian Voss comes home second. Brady Cox comes home third. Easton Swain fourth. Adam Fulford fifth. Jesse Binkley sixth. Logan Drumheller 7th, Caden Binkley 8th, Trey Ashworth 9th, James Pileski 10th, Justin Brooks 11th, Jeremiah Woods Jr. 12th, Chris Smith 10th in the 80 machine, or 13th in the 80 machine, Zach Murphy 14th, Caleb Thompson 15th, Austin Godfrey 16th, Gene Garrett 17th, Brian Gravel 18th, Carter Hollingsworth 19th, and Mark Keedeman 20th in the number 2 machine. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in to the WD Broadcasting Network. We will see you guys back tomorrow night for the Leave the Pack Street Stock Showdown and the Leave the Pack Super Series races at the USA International Speedway. It'll be a fun one over there tomorrow night. But thank you guys once again for tuning in here this evening. I am your host, Winston Deal, signing it off. Peace out.